chairman of my board, my wife. I'm Brian Moss, and I'm as pleased as anybody could be to be here gathered before this group. And kind of reminds me of an old story of J. Golden Kimball, who was an authority of the church back in the beginning of the last century. And he was a well-known Democrat, one of these cowboy Democrats, and he was chastised many times for his profanity in the tabernacle. You can imagine that. And it seems that one day J. Golden Kimball was walking across Temple Square. He had to do a meeting and saw another meeting going on in the assembly hall. And he went to poke his head in and see what was going on. And Reed Smoot, who was United States Senator and a Republican, was conducting a meeting. He sat down for a minute, J. Golden for a minute, and realized what was going on and was getting up ready to leave. Well, Reed Smoot spotted him. Thought he'd have a little fun. He said, Brother Kimball, would you come down and give us an opening prayer? And J. Golden, in that high voice he had, he said, Brother Smoot, it's all the same to you. Just as well not let the Lord know I'm here. I'm proud to know that I'm here with good Democrats on this day. I've been gone for about 3 years, but I've been in Utah all of my life. Except for a short time, my dad took us away to Washington, D.C. I started handing out pamphlets when I was 5 years old in the streets of Salt Lake. I've been involved in the political process. I've run for elected office twice. First time in 1984. My goodness, that's a long time ago. So many of you weren't even born then. I ran against Ed Alder, who made a career of that position. I ran on and invest in Utah, invest in the people of Utah with all the state funds we got going outside the state. In '88, I ran against the man, the mountain, Orrin Hatch, our senator forever. We'd like to see different. But my Democratic credentials, I proudly hold up to anybody. I'm here to support the party. I've worked the Hill. I worked for the Utah Life Science Association for 11 years as its executive director and president, representing the interests of the industry before the legislature, and got to work with the legislature. I've worked in Washington, D.C. for many years. So I have the background and experience to be able to represent you, but I'm also kind of a gray hair here. I'm 65 years old, and gosh, I've got Medicare. That horrible government program. And I love it to death. The only thing is I married a child bride and she doesn't quite qualify yet, so we're hoping the 55 was gonna qualify in and give us a little boost. There are so many issues. I was about to call you brothers and sisters, and I think I will. There are so many issues, brothers and sisters, that we have been right on. Not right of the political spectrum, but correct. And the Democrats have carried this torch. But in this state, we seem to need a little more push, a little more emphasis. I offer myself as that opportunity. All of these other candidates are a fine opportunity as well, and I'll be happy to support them if I should not prevail. But I ask you for your vote, for your support, for the ability to go back to the legislature and represent not just District 2, but represent Democrats from all over this state who are underrepresented and need our help in the state legislature. In either case, I hope to see you again at spaghetti dinners and any other events we come up with, supporting the Democratic Party, supporting the Democratic ideals. The ideals of caring for those who are most needy, of taking care of our children, of our women and children, and of preparing a future. It used to be a future for my children. Now I'm worried about the future for my grandchildren. And I want to be part of that process one way or another. And I'll leave that with you. Thank you very much.